Be strong.
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know I'm involved. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride.
Viva Las Vegas! Welcome in to race number 4 of the Blown Piston Racing League in the Wise Choice Contracting Truck Series on a Friday night. You say hello. The first Friday of the month of May, I believe. The first full week of the month of May in the books. And we get ready for some fantastic Truck Series racing at a track that is known as a favorite to a lot of drivers on our racing, including yours truly. We go to Sin City and we welcome you to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for tonight's running of the Handley's Night in Vegas 195. Now, I'm pretty sure we don't want to know about Handley's Night in Vegas, but we'll see how his race goes here this evening. 65 degrees ambient temperature, a perfect night for racing. 68 degrees and only going to get cooler on the track this evening as we work our way under the lights, as this is race 4 of the 10 regular season races that are going on here this evening and throughout the season here in the Truck Series Championship. Let's take a look at the point standings as we enter this evening's festivities, which will take off here in just a couple minutes. We'll have qualifying for you and 130 laps of racing here tonight. Pretty tight point battle as we enter round number 4 of the Truck Series Championship. Avery Wilson leads it by 4 over Roger Rios Matias. Anthony Keys up there in the 3rd position. George Berry, Kevin Dick, your top 5 as we enter this race. But as you see, so close are the battles. And you look at that 3rd column on the screen, you see the playoff battle down there at 16th. Even though it's only 3 races in, you got to start watching it. Jason Kratke leading by 2 points over James Thorndike. You got Alejandro Rissos right there, Scott Wise, Mikhail Sebastian, and more. So a great fight right now for that 16th point place in the points battle. Team points, we have a new top spot getter, and that is the Pine-Eyed Racing team. They are now number 1 right now in the point standings with 124. 4X Racing fell down to 2nd. They are 14 behind. No Torqued Wrench in 3rd. 2X there in 4th. Suppresso Motorsports, the top 5, all within 28 points. So definitely a very tight battle up there amongst the truck points right now in this Blown Piston Racing League. Again, race number 4 coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at the awards last week. That's where I was trying to go. I kind of got lost there for a second. The awards from last week, of course, at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Kevin Dick won the pole award. Jordan Berry ended up getting the Hard Charger award. Of course, Andrew Mraz won that race on a last lap battle amongst 3 trucks there as Mraz was able to pull that win out. But the fastest lap of the race, and that leads me into the Speed Demon Award, which is presented by the New Age Limited. That went to Kevin Dick last week with his fast lap at New Hampshire. We'll see if he can back it up again tonight here in Las Vegas. So just want to get that out there. Not able to get the fastest lap award until after the race. Definitely wanted to get that in, as I always do early in the race here, and give the award to Kevin Dick. So congratulations. He had a dominant truck last week. Unfortunately, was unable to pull the win in after some pit strategy and some tons of just great racing at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and what came out to be a pretty close finish. As per usual, we have our cameras tonight presented by the Track Cams for Gourmets. If you're looking for oval, if you're looking for road, if you're looking for dirt cameras, and VR, even some fan experience cameras, and so much more, check out trackcams22.com to get all the great features that they have to offer you. Again, It's Fan does a great job with these cameras, a one-man show, putting all this together that you're seeing on the screen right now. So make sure you go check out Track Cams for Gourmets to get to your camera setups for whatever tracks you like for the race. You could look like this guy here that's holding his hands out in his Hawaiian shirt. You got this guy over here. I think he's trying to do some kind of dance move or something, but going to be a very fun race here this evening. 130 laps. Stage is going to be 35 and 70, which is interesting because they're going about 27 laps on a tank of fuel, which leads us to say, yeah, we're going to have to pit at every stage and could see 2 pit stops at the middle of stage 3. So there's going to be a ton of pit strategy in play when it comes up here this evening. So we have got a ton of great strategies and great things going to come into play. So that said, we've got you all hyped up, ready for the race. Let's go down to the track as we get qualifying underway for this race. And let's go to last week's winner, Andrew Mraz. And he gets on track in his iHeartRadio number 4 truck. Andrew, of course, put on that phenomenal battle last week and was able to squeak out the win in that race last week. And as you know, qualifying, the way it sets up here, the times down there at the bottom, if they're purple, that means they are the fastest and likely going to be the pole sitter. If you see green, that means they're running faster that time around. If you see yellow, that means they're kind of not as fast as they were in the previous lap. Going to be wide open across the bottom as you see over the bumps there in turn 1 and 2 down the Nellis straightaway. The F-150 there. Arc it down there to the bottom, right down on the white line. Mraz going to bring it off turn 4 into the tri-oval in his lap. He'll be the first one across the line. 31.06, that's a pretty good lap to start with. Eric Davis going P2. Kevin Dick to the top of the 31 flat. Lewis Berkowitz 31.18. How about Anthony Keys at 31.01? More times jumping in there. Let's check out Andrew Moore as he comes off turn 4. Andrew 31.5. He's 12th. Not a good lap for him to start with. Let's see if he can go faster. Let's see Guy Snyder as he comes off turn 4 in this Silverado. Keys with a 30.99 to the pole. Snyder 15th, 31.15. Jordan Berry matches Keys with a 30.99. More to the top of 30.95. This guy here is going to be fast. Avery Wilson 30.94. That's now, what, 6 cars? Let's go 10 trucks within a tenth of a second. Add Kratke up there to 3rd. This is what qualifying is fun. Now 11 trucks within a tenth of each other. How about Albert Tango up there? Rodrigo Loga up there. All these times are on top of another. Justin Gann, let's watch his lap. He's going to have a good one, I think. He's actually running a throwaway lap here up on the top side. Wilson, Moore, Kratky, Albert, Tango, and Keys, your top 5, all within 5 100ths. How about Waller getting up there? Justin a 31.30, and that was running the top side. That was the throwaway lap. Yeah, truck just porpoising down the back straightaway, just bouncing around. Gets it down there right on the white line. Anderson up to 4th. Risso up to 9th. Across the line, Justin Gann, 30.97 to P4. Bobby Anderson up there. Who is left to qualify? We have one truck that has not made a lap yet. That's Kevin Bolkema, the newcomer to the league with 4X Racing. So now we have 21 trucks within a 1/10 of a second of the pole. Nathan Nixon. 31.04. Nice job. You're a 10th off the pole, but you're 21st, or 20th, I'm sorry. And everybody so far has run a lap here. Just to see if Kevin runs a lap. I'm waiting to officially crown the pole award to Avery Wilson, but he'll at least start second at worst right now. But great laps by everybody here. Look at all these times, right on top of another. This is going to be a fantastic race. This is, again, one of the favorites of a lot of people, and it looks like Bolkema did not run a lap. So that officially will make our... That is not the right award, Scala. There it is. U.S. Vets Pole Award will go to Avery Wilson. Let's go get a word. With Avery Wilson, who scores the pole for tonight's race here in Sin City. Avery, congratulations on the pole lap. A fast one, but the one thing that you can't leave alone is the fact that all of these times on top of another. You got 22 trucks all within a 1/10 of a second of your lap.
Yeah, that's extremely close. I feel like it's going to be a tough track to pass on. It's going to be all about saving those tires and being able to make something happen in turn 1, because I don't know if you can clear anyone anywhere else on the track with the draft being as strong as it is.
So do you see any possibility here of, we're going to see multi-groove racing obviously throughout the night. Are we going to see a dominant line when it's all over with? Because this is the first time, obviously, that BPRL's been here since the new build, basically, that has allowed multi-groove racing again.
I feel like the middle might work its way in somewhere, maybe like 6 to 10 laps into the race, and that might be the preferred line. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I was trying to figure it out, but it seemed like the middle might be the way to go in 1 and 2, but in 3 and 4 it would be the bottom for sure.
But it's going to be a fantastic race, and Avery Wilson, you're going to be starting at the front of it, so congratulations on that. You get the U.S. Veterans Pole Award for this evening. Race number 4 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Congratulations, and maybe we'll talk here in Victory Lane.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Have a good birthday.
Hey, appreciate that. So, Avery Wilson, the Pole Award winner, and we will move him down to, help me. He's going to move himself. I was going to have him tell me which team, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head here. It has been a long day, needless to say. So if you watched earlier, I did the USRC draw. I was just working my way through that broadcast. Tonight now, I'm good to go. I've eaten, got some drinks with me here. We're good to go. We're going to have some fun. And, should be lining up here in just a few minutes for the race this evening. See the sun setting right there. And actually, I'm going to take a second here. I don't get a chance to do this often. As you see, Lauren is talking right now in race control to the drivers, I believe. So let's, what I was wanting to do is this. I keep forgetting to do this, but we actually have our own channel that we're supposed to set up, her and I, so that we can communicate with each other from here. Make sure all the mics are muted so I can hear what Lauren is saying here as she communicates with people. And I think she officially is finished up, so we... Oh, never mind. And the warm-up has now begun here. They'll get a couple minutes out here on the track. So this is your chance right now. Go get yourself something to drink or a snack or whatever before this race begins. We'll be going green here momentarily. You see the crowd out there in the grandstands, I should say. Take a look at the weather as we get ready to start this race. Well, after 7 o'clock here in Las Vegas, it is 65 degrees, of course, ambient 68 down on track. So this track has a lot of grip. You're going to see a lot of wide open laps, I think, here to start with. And then eventually I think you're going to see tire wear start to come into play in this race. I mean, the times are on top of another here, even in the warm-up. So this is definitely going to be a fantastic race here to watch. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you being a part of us. If you're not new to the channel, go tell some friends. Let's get some new subscribers in here. As you see, the countdown is on. We are officially 16 subscribers from 400. The countdown is on. The final countdown, should we say. No. You don't want to hear that, trust me. All right, so the trucks are officially gridding for the race. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Handley's night in Vegas 195. It'll be Avery Wilson winning the pole with a 30.944, and look how close these times are. You notice there's not many there's actually no times in the top 12, with the 0 turning to a 1 in the 10th category. That doesn't happen until you get down to 22nd position. Amazing enough there as Avery Wilson starts next to Pennsylvania's Andrew Moore. Jason Kratke will start next to Justin Gann. Bobby Anderson, he'll start inside of Guillermo Albertango. Been impressed with that 79 truck so far this season. Look for him to be good tonight. Anthony Keys, Jordan Berry. Jordan Berry, the only driver in the series entering this race with 3 top 10s in all 3 races. However, 0 top 5s, but consistent enough to be in the top 10 in all 3 races. Kevin Nick, Alejandro Risso there in the top 10. Rodrigo Logan, David Brown going to start in row number 6. Casey Duncan, Chad Waller in the 7th row. Row 8, Louis Berkowitz, Brandon Brownie. Row number 9, Raul Nardi and Andrew Mraz. Andrew, the winner at New Hampshire, going to be fast, I think, in race trim. Anthony Handley, the sponsor of tonight's race, the Georgia driver, alongside Nathan Nixon. Mikael Sebastian and Jason Branch in row number 11. Row 12, Guy Snyder, New York's Ryan Nicoletta. Row 13, Eric Davis, Casey Barlow. Row number 14, Ryan Branchow and Jason Nicholas. Row number 15, Scott Wise and Clayton Fry. Row number 16, I can't count. Jared Navarro, Corbin Simmons. They'll be 31st and 32nd on the grid. James Thorndike, Fernando Gamboa in row 17. And Kevin Bokema, not sure if he's going to start. He is not gridded, so he will not. We'll have 34 trucks officially starting this race. And we will go again 130 laps stages, lap 35 and lap 70. Lap 35 and lap 70. Around give points away and so on and so forth, but we are going to see pit stops in between each stage and even maybe 2 stops in the final stage as Avery Wilson, Andrew Moore lead him to the green flag. Viva Las Vegas! Who's going to gamble and score the win tonight? It's round 4 of the Blown Piston Racing League in Vegas. One truck up in the wall already. Is that Logan? Rodrigo spinning to the inside and a pretty big wreck here. Rodrigo involved. Scott Wise involved. Is caution going to come out for the first time? The 32 also in is a Brandon Browning, who's actually in the 09 truck. And our first Superior templating caution out of the evening. Now this could actually lead to some interesting strategy here. We're going to keep it here before the replay. Will we see some trucks come to pit road here? Add David Brown, Mikel Sebastian. They are on pit road right now with damage. There's Brown. He is, we got a barbecue already on him. And there's, you can see some damage on the 7 truck back there. As Logan coming down pit road, Scott Wise on pit road. Early in this race, does anybody come to pit road and top off the fuel cell? Some faking so far. Chad Waller going to be the first one. Also, Nathan Nixon, Nicoletta Davis, all these guys to pit road early. As we mentioned, this is the first Superior templating caution of the evening here. Lap number 4/10. Rodrigo Loga going around. Let's go back and see the replay here. Loga going over those bumps there. Just trying to get up to speed, slides up the track, gets on that seam, and it causes him to get a little loose. He clips a couple of trucks there. Scott Wise takes himself out. Not sure if somebody hit Scott or not. We'll have to see. Let's see this in slow-mo as we get there. We'll see all the trucks he here. There you see him getting loose. I think as he crossed over that seam with the right side tires, it caused him to get a little bit of loose. He goes for that 4-wheel slide. Into the wall, and unfortunately it's going to send him back across the track. You see the David Brown truck, that 96, tries to check up. He gets hit by whoever that truck is on the outside there. Had a couple more trucks. I think Thorndike got some damage, and there's Scott Wise all of a sudden coming in, and bam. Let's right with Thorndike here. All right, that wasn't Thorndike. That was in the middle of that. Never mind. My apologies, James. He was well behind it. Did a great job checking up. That might have been the 09 actually there. Him and Branchout did a great job checking up. The first caution of the night here. Presented by Superior Templating. No lucky dog. There was everybody obviously on the lead lap at the start of the race. Should get the one to go next time by. Clayton Fry on pit road. I wonder maybe the 00 got some damage, but Led Zeppelin on pit road. Avery Wilson looks like going to take the high lane here for the restart. And we got a few trucks coming to pit road here. Nicoletta, Thorndike, Branchild. Now these guys topping off their fuel. These are going to be the ones to watch. Can they go 30 laps to the end of stage 1? Doubtful. But you know what? It makes it a little bit shorter of a pit stop later. Can they save enough fuel? We'll have to see. John Finley, iRacing watching tonight. John, a Cup driver in this series, or a Clash Series driver, I guess we'll call him. They race on Sunday night, still be here in Vegas Sunday. As the pace truck going to pull off, and we'll go back racing here at lap number 5 of Handley's night in Vegas 195. And look at all those trucks, single file back there. They all pitted at 1 to go, basically topped off. That is why you're seeing it look like that. Cannot change lanes until you cross the start-finish line. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And first battle on track going to be right up here. Bobby Anderson there in that 09 to the inside of Guillermo Albertango for position. Soprasso number 79 going to hold off the spot there again. You're going to see multi-groove racing. You're going to see a lot of the drafters. Anthony Keys to the outside. He's going to draft his way by. You want to try not to give up the outside if you can at the start of this race. Casey Duncan back there. You got the 37, Louis Berkowitz. Andrew Moran is also back there. And I thought I saw some smoke over here, turn 1 and 2. I'm drifting, but I'm not seeing is 3 wide here. I'm seeing 4 wide almost, 3 wide. Raul Nardi down there at the bottom. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Raul gets out of it. He's like, I ain't playing that game right now, boys. Meanwhile, back here, or I should say up here in the top 5, I mentioned Jordan Berry, the only driver in the series that has top 10s in all 3 races this season in the Truck Series. Up here in the 5th position right now. Avery stretching out that lead to about a half second right now. That clean air is all important to him right now. Moraz into the 79 and around he goes. Caution number 2 out. And I don't think anyone else got involved. Now this will open up the fuel window for the stage 1 points, I should say. I am having a hard time talking tonight. Right? So I wonder if everybody will come to pit road here just to top off the fuel cell. Maybe those guys who topped off at the last caution, this is their chance to stay out. Let's see what it looks like here. Anderson coming to pit road. So a couple trucks staying out. Bobby Anderson being one. Looks like maybe Louis Berkowitz, Casey Barlow. So it looks like 5 trucks staying out as they all come to pit road here. And lap number 12, don't slide the tires. And I think Avery Wilson actually short-stopped himself there, and it's going to cost him the lead off pit road. And now Avery Wilson adds to the insult and gets speeding on pit road. All right, so caution number 2 out here on the track. And you see the flavor bomb number 09. Bobby Anderson leading this race has stayed out. Now you wonder if he's been saving enough fuel maybe to get a couple extra laps out of this truck to potentially go to the end of stage 1. I don't know if that's going to be possible or not, but he sure is going to try. Andrew Mraz back on pit road. He's going to go to the back because of the penalty there for causing that incident. So looking at trucks now that are off the track due to accidents so far early in this race, you still got Raul Nardi on pit road. Not sure what's going on with him. He is sitting here a lap down. Clayton Fry back on track. He is 2 laps down currently, and I'm about to sneeze, so forgive me. Maybe not. False alarm. Chad Waller right now, he is some 4 laps down off the track. David Brown still off track. Mikkel Sebastian, he is back on track in that 7 truck, but he is unfortunately 10 laps down. Rodrigo Loga still behind the wall, and so is Scott Wise. Those trucks probably getting worked on right now. We'll see if they get back out into this race as we get one to go this time by. And again, coming up here on Sunday, we'll have the Clash Series presented by Wise Choice Contracting. That will be Sunday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. We'll have the broadcast at 7:45. They had a little bit of a vote. I was wondering if it was possible they were going to switch to the next-gen car for the race. They will not. They will stick with the regular Cup car for at least tomorrow night, and I'm pretty sure into the future. If you've had the chance to drive that truck or the car, the next-gen car, a lot of potential. A lot of potential in that car, I'd say. Obviously, it's going to need some edits, a few fixes and stuff like that, but I definitely enjoy driving it. Here we go, pace truck, going to pull off, and we'll go back green here. Lap number 14 after the second caution here in Vegas. See the 7 of Sebastian going back to pit road. Not sure something happened here, and a big check up in the front. I think Lewis started in the wrong gear. There's a heavy, little bit of heavy damage on the front of the 51 truck that's going to need fixed, so that could be big. Trying to see if anyone else has damage on their nose going into turn 3 here. Casey Barlow to the lead here in the 24 truck, up 25 spots already. Everybody trying to find their own groove here. 3 wide back here for 5th. Andrew Moore to the inside. That's Gamboa there in the middle. As Berkowitz going bye-bye. Or I'm sorry, it's Navarro there. And Berkowitz up against the wall. Got to be careful with that. He does. Clean air definitely showing it right now with Barlow, who has stolen the track position. However, does not have the fuel mileage likely to get to the end of stage 1. Questions, what does he need to get there? We're going to have to see. A fantastic racing here early in Vegas. Riding with Rizzo, riding in the 12th position right now. Lights are pretty much on now. You see the bumps down there at the bottom of turn 1. They will push the truck up. You got to be very careful with those things. One truck moving down to the bottom, little elevator move. You can hear him pretty much wide open. Little flip of the throttle right there. Up front, battle for the lead. Fernando Gamboa, the 74. That Tundra looking really sporty down there on the bottom. Barlow going to try to fight him up top. He's going to lead the lap. He will take, oh, he's not clear yet. Barlow at the outside. He almost shut the door on him there. And finally, he's going to clear him. Already our 4th different leader of the night. Jump back here. Biggest mover of the race so far, of course, I mentioned Gamboa, Barlow, Navarro. How about James Thorndike up 25 to the 8th position there in that 13 truck, looking good. Brian Branchow up 15, Guy Snyder up 13. So all these guys running well so far. Of course, a lot of strategy playing a role. Oh, look out! Getting tight, getting tight. He's almost pushing up that 52 up the track. Gamboa continuing to lead here. Lap 22, so 13 away from the end of stage number 1. Back to the front, Barlow going back for it. So Barlow has gone back to the front. Here comes Justin Gann. That 30 truck, the only driver in the series so far with multiple stage wins right now in the truck series. That 30 with heavy damage on the rear. Looks like he backed that thing into a light pole. Andrew Moraz looking pretty good right now in that 4. Jaron Navarro again looking good in the 04 truck there after he had a little bit of issues, got squeezed out a small amount. Guy Snyder. That bottom here, just kind of flip the throttle. There's those bumps right there. It's going to push the truck up the track. You got to be very careful with those things because it will push you up into another truck, and all of a sudden you got mayhem when it's all over with. I didn't get a chance to share real quickly, but there was the second caution a few minutes ago, and of course that was presented by Superior Templating. So thank you to Superior Templating for sponsoring the cautions. And Snyder almost dives to the bottom. They're 3 wide right up ahead here. Oh, contact! More contact. Casey Donkey got hit. The 52 got hit. I think everybody moved on and it was okay in the end. Unfortunately, I wasn't moving quick enough to get the camera swapped around. Gamboa definitely got the worst of that deal there. Let's see if we can go back and see what happens here. Over in turn number 1. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway here. See if I got the right lap here. That already happened. You can see the damage on the truck. So let's go back another lap. Let me rewind it. And so here's the battle right here. So Gamboa is starting to fall backwards a little bit. And you see he gets a little tight right there off 4, gets out of the throttle, and the momentum just carries Casey to the inside. He's got the 52 on his outside, squeezing Casey down on that white line. Unfortunately, plays a little ping pong there, doors him, and then gets into Kevin, and Kevin gets into the wall, and everybody saves it. That could have been a lot ugly. And meanwhile, up front, Justin Gann has gone by both Barlow or got by Barlow, I should say. Wait, who was the other guy up there? It's the 74, but he fell backwards there. But Moraz going with him as these two go to the front and take the lead here in Vegas, lap 31. So 5 to go as Gann gets the wall. As Moraz going to go by, here comes Barlow back by. So with 4 laps to go now in stage 1. And we are going to start to see pit stops, I think, right here. As you see Gamboa on pit road. These are the guys that did not pit in the first 2 cautions. Casey Barlow dropping down to the bottom here. I think you're going to see the 2-4 on pit road. So Barlow in. We'll check on them as we got 4 laps to go here. Moraz up 17 spots right now. Started 21st, running, or 18th, I should say, running P1. That's simple math, Scala. Gann up to second as Guy Snyder is going to go to third. Jared Navarro comes to pit road, I believe. Mraz last. Oh, and Mraz gets the wall off turn 2. So turn 2 causing issues for drivers. Final lap in stage 1. And coming off of turn number 4, the first stage win of the season for Andrew Mraz as he will win stage 1, presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. So congratulations to Andrew Mraz getting the stage win. Justin Gann, Guy Snyder, Casey Duncan, Andrew Moore, your top 5. Anthony Keys, Ryan Branchout, Jason Branch, Wilson, and then more trucks hitting the wall back there off turn 2. All those guys up to Thorndike going to get bonus points for stage number 1. Watch this fight back here. Here goes Guillermo Albertango to the inside of James Thorndike with Ryan Nicoletta. Sorry to both Ryans. You see they're going to go by both. They're going to go by Thorndike for position. The 72 there behind him, Jason Nicholas. With about a 1-second lead over Justin Gann, who's got about 9/10 over Guy Snyder. As you see some trucks on pit road. Nathan Nixon, Bobby Anderson, Corbin Simmons all on pit road. And here comes Avery Wilson coming off that EOL penalty for the speeding on pit road, trying to come back through the field in the 8th position right now. Avery, I'm sure, driving a little angry right now. There's Avery. So the good news about most of these trucks who have stopped and the distance they are going, if they can go another 5 laps, we'll call it, 2 or 3 to be exact, they'll be able to go all the way back to the end of stage 2, which is at lap 70. And here Avery just kind of flipping that throttle a little bit. Again, you're watching the Blown Piston Racing League on Captain TV, and of course racing brought to you by Track Cams 4 Gourmets. If you're looking for oval road or dirt cameras, especially rallycross, look for virtual reality or even fan experience cameras, as Avery's going to try to lock it down here. He does. But you can check out trackcams22.com. There's a link over in the race info page on YouTube. You can see the info right there, and it leads you right to the website, which of course is trackcams22.com, and we appreciate Itzvan from Track Cams 4 Gourmets for sponsoring and supporting the cameras for us here this evening. Avery Wilson on the pit road. Justin Gann, Anthony Keys, Kevin Dick, Andrew Mraz all on pit road. Now Guy Snyder all coming in. So pit stops right here, lap number 41 of this race. Now these are all the trucks that came to pit road under the 2 cautions. Snyder gets in. Andrew Moore going to lead a lap here. More tires and fuel. All these guys have 3 sets laying into pits here, so they got to spread out their tires sparingly here. So Andrew Moore coming to pit road now. Branch out, Casey Duncan, all these guys all on pit road. Everybody, 4 tires and fuel from what I'm seeing here. As everybody comes off pit road, everybody's cycling around. And that is going to hand the lead to Casey Barlow right now. There's that 25 or 24 truck. He was one of those that pitted right before the end of stage 1, so he can go about 27 laps or so. And he pitted at lap 33. As we pull up the pit strategy board, we'll let everybody see now we're. That's not it. Wrong one. There we go. Let's look at the right one here. That is where everybody sits right now. As a matter of fact, we will go to pit stop lap so you can see where everyone officially pitted there. So everybody you see 41, 42 just pitted. Barlow and Navarro about 8 laps ago, and then Berkowitz about lap 33 also. So that is how everything cycles out right now with the pit strategy. And because of that, Barlow leads. Navarro, Andrew Mraz up to 3rd. Lewis Berkowitz in the 4th position, and Justin Gann, your top 5 in this Handley's night in Vegas 195, all part of the Blown Piston Racing League and the Wise Choice Contracting Truck Series. See, fastest pit stop that sequence. We'll see if there might be a little bit of inaccuracies in here. I see Ryan says Ryan Nicoletta was on pit road for 1/10 of a second pit stop. That's very quick. 11.7 from Justin Gann. We'll have to see if that was a 2-tire stop on his end. Jordan Berry an 8.9. That might have been a fuel-only stop. So we'll have to see how some of these cycle out. But look at this mess right here as the battle is on for the 4th position. You see the one of Avery Wilson has gotten around Guy Snyder, also around Anthony Keys, who's been in the wall. And here comes Andrew Moore to the inside in the 77. And up the middle comes Lewis Berkowitz. Well, King Louie trying to shoot his way up there through the field. Great run as they go around the 54 truck. I believe that cracked the yes. In the 23rd position. 22 trucks on the lead lap right now. Been a fantastic race so far. We've seen 2 cautions presented by Superior Templating in this race. Let's check on Kevin Dick back here. Kevin in the 14th position, a 14-second stop himself, but he's trying to work his way up there through the field now after getting some damage with some contact. Kevin doing a fairly good job here. Pretty much wide open throughout these corners. Here's Andrew Mraz now in the 3rd position after cycling through the pit stops. He's got about 2.5 seconds back to Jaron Navarro there in the runner-up position. Casey Barlow still up there leading in this race, just working the pit cycles here. If I'm Navarro and Barlow right now, I'm pretty sure you are looking for a caution, because this would put everybody back on the same cycle and allow them to steal this track position away because of how long they've gone on tires and stuff here. So we'll have to see how that all transpires, but there's strategies all over the place here, and hopefully you're able to keep up like I'm trying to. There's a 79 of Guillermo Albertango, who was involved in a caution earlier. Was turned around by Andrew Mraz. He's up here in the 11th position, so a good comeback here after being involved in that accident. And up here for 7th, we got teammates battling, 3 iHeart trucks. Anthony Keys, Casey Duncan, Jason Branch, as Duncan gets by. Branch 4th position. Fantastic racing here. Been green for a bunch of laps here, and now we've got the battles for the lead as all the pit stop cycling has come around. They go around the 43 of Risso to put him a lap down, and here comes Mraz for the lead. Jared Navarro right there behind him. Avery Wilson, Guy Snyder, all these guys on the lead lap and going for the lead. Again, shout out to all the viewers watching. I see 7 right now, which is kind of low, but I'm always thankful for all the viewers I can get. If you're a new subscriber, make sure you hit that button and subscribe to the channel as we draw our way closer to 400. If you're new to the channel and stuff, if you're enjoying the show tonight, hopefully, or I appreciate it if you're enjoying the show, and glad you are. We welcome you in with flying colors and say thank you. You're a traditional watcher here on Captain TV. We definitely appreciate you being here also. Love chatting with the viewers too. If you want to chat, you can always talk to me. If you want to talk about the next gen cars, if you had a chance to run them, if you want to talk about racing in general, whatever you want to talk about. As Guillermo going to go past Berkowitz back here for position. Wanted to cut over to that and let you see that pass. We always try to show you all the passes, or as many as we can here on Captain TV. Forward with Avery, trying to work his way back to the lead. Of course, he started on the pole, led the first little bit of the race, and then sped on pit road, fell back, and now has worked his way back up through the field into the lead. Guy Snyder working the inside of Avery here. As they go past Anthony Handley, Guy's trying to pinch him up there, and Handley gives him plenty of room to get by. Oh, Avery getting a little tight. Mraz put the pinch on him a little bit. He had to get out of it. Always got to be careful when you do something like that. When you pinch somebody, you're leaving yourself vulnerable in case they push up the track and get into you. It's going to be very tough for Avery to pass now down here on his bottom. Snyder going to clear him on the high side and move up to P2. Here comes Moore back behind him. So the two teammates there in the 27 and 77 looking really sporty this evening. Oh, and Guy almost made contact with Andrew into the corner. Unscheduled pit stop, Fernando Gamboa on pit road. Should mention Scott Wise back on track. He's got a brand new engine as he is back on track. Unfortunately, he is 56 laps down. Just going to try to get out here and survive and get as many points as possible towards that playoff chase. A great battle up here for this lead. Oh, did Mraz get the wall again? That was close. That was right in your living room, too. Mraz holding on right now, and Avery just trying to clear Andrew. He's going to try to slide up there, not able to do so. Lewis Berkowitz on pit road. Also got the 24 on pit road of Barlow. He actually just came off of pit road. So this is now the new round of pit stops. The guys who just pitted right before the end of the stage, as we have 8 laps to go in stage number 2. As Jaron Navarro comes to pit road, the 04 truck. So get second round of pit stops here. And the way this is going, they are going to have to not pit for tires on one of these stops. The question is, which one? So Navarro pulls away. Clayton Fry also on pit road. This battle for the lead just continues on. Snyder all over the back bumper of the 4. We are halfway into this race, and here comes Snyder to the bottom. And a lap truck right up here ahead. Might use him as a pick. Mraz forces his way to the middle. They'll go 3 wide. Almost some door banging there. Snyder gets tight. Mraz going to pitch him down into the corner here. And Snyder's going to take the lead. Lap 65. And 3 for second. Oh, that's tight right there. Avery slid across his nose. Avery crosses him over, and I think he gave him a break there. So the teammates now first and second. So fantastic racing here at Las Vegas. Again, Sunday night we'll be back here for the Clash Series, which is the Cup cars. They'll run at 8 o'clock Eastern coming up Sunday night. Of course, tomorrow night we get 2 races on big tracks. We got the VOR IndyCar Series. They'll be at Texas Motor Speedway tomorrow night, 7:30. And then following that race, we'll have the USRC Grand National Series. Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series from Michigan. As Andrew Mraz on pit road with 3 laps to go in this stage. Now the strategy really comes to play here. Risso on pit road, Davis on pit road, so and Mraz looks like fuel only for him. Do they have enough fuel to get to lap 70? Andrew continuing to push his teammate there. And it looks like we're going to see some more trucks coming to pit road right here as we hit the final lap. Avery Wilson is in. Anthony Keyes in. These guys not able to make it on fuel. And Snyder and Moore get back to the start-finish line. And the question, do they risk running out, getting back to pit road next lap? Because I'm sure they're going to pit as soon as they cross this line. As Guy Snyder brings her off turn number 4. And he will be another first-time stage winner as Guy Snyder gets stage number 2, presented by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. So in the first 4 races of the season, we have 7 different stage winners. And now they come to pit road. And we got some trucks running out of gas. Sounds like Ryan Branchow might be out of gas. But here comes pretty much everybody now who got the stage points coming to pit road. So now it is a 60-lap dash to the finish. Now here's the other strategy that comes into play. Here's where all the stages connect to each other. Right now we're at 58 laps to go. If you split up 27 by 2, that is 54 laps. So these guys need to try to get, if they can, to lap number 77. If they can get to 77, that allows these trucks to go on one more stop to the finish. These guys here are probably going to pit a second time in this run. So Casey Barlow with everybody coming to pit road back to the lead. He's got about 1.6 seconds over Jared Navarro. Andrew Mraz about 1.8 back in the third spot with Avery Wilson and Anthony Keyes, your top 5. So you can definitely see all the different strategies now playing a role in this race. Wilson passed Mraz for position for third. Now remember, Mraz did not take tires. That's where you're seeing the difference here. I think Avery's on tires. So 1.2 seconds down the separation between the top 2 in this race. You can see Wilson right here kind of playing that Jaws theme a little bit. And look how he's just able to hold that bottom and going to work his way right past the 24 and to the lead. Avery Wilson, lap number 75. That truck completely sealed off to the track, working its way over the bumps. Now, that's one thing about the bumps. You know, I thought back to Dover last night running the next-gen car. And that thing, I mean, we were running 21-second laps, but every time we would enter a corner, the thing would just smash the track. Kind of crazy. As Wilson going to put a lap on the 13 of Thorndike, and that'll put James actually 2 laps down now in the 21st position. So not sure if James had a pit stop issue or something. So So Avery doing a good job. Let's go back to the 14th position. This is a battle. Ryan Nicoletta, Eric Davis. The 59 and 71 battling out for the 13th spot. Ryan doing a good job in the Genesee Horse Ale, I think that is. Number 59. Of course, if you live up in the upstate New York area like I did at one point in my life, you know Genesee beer, one of the popular beers up in that area. Had plenty of it. Nicoletta going to try to carry that high side here past Davis, as Davis had the low run going there, or low line going. As now Casey Duncan on pit road. This could be the strategy move right here from KC. We'll have to keep an eye on this one. He should be able to go one stop now the rest of the race. Right side tires going on. Left sides and tires, and he pulls away. 15-1 for KC Duncan, the Washington driver. Jason Branch on pit road. Ryan Branchow. I'm noticing a trend here. All the 4X trucks coming to pit road. So will Mraz and Keys come to pit road? There's Branch and there's Branchow. Different spellings, not related. So 50 laps to go in this race. We'll see how this strategy plays out for all the leaders. Meanwhile, we got this battle for the lead, and we got this dogfight for second. Look at this mess. Keys has gone by. Casey Barlow, here comes more. And then a couple of lap trucks here, the 72. Jason Nicholas, and then the 13 of Thorndike also in here. Fantastic racing tonight here in Las Vegas, Sin City. I'm actually looking at the schedule right now for the series next week. It is Watkins Glen for the Raspberry 122. That'll be at Watkins Glen, a 50-lapper there on the regular Cup version. We'll have that race for you next Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time on the road course. I'll have to check with Andrew and see if a Raspberry is a real thing or if it's just something he came up with for a name. Don't know. So Davis did get by Nicoletta, as you see here, for the 11th position. Finalized that pass off, and otherwise those are pretty much the two main battles we're seeing. We're actually starting to see a third one shape up here. We'll have to keep an eye on it here as Mraz is trying to hold off both Bobby Anderson and Louis Berkowitz here. Anderson actually 24th right now, 4 laps down, so he's had some issues in this race apparently. Berkowitz rolling the inside in that 37 truck, looking pretty sporty. And I'm trying to, is that Jujubes? Is that what that is? Got to do my weekly check here on Lauren, make sure she's not sleeping over there. When there's no caution, she might be sleeping. So Lauren, wake up over there. Race chat, race control. Casey Duncan going by Andrew. But remember, Mraz is on older tires here. He purposely did not take tires on that stop so that he could save his set of tires for the end of the race that he's going to need. That's why you see him falling back the way he is. As Avery putting laps on the 12th and 13th place trucks right now of Eric Davis and Jason Nicholas. Casey Barlow coming to pit road, so here goes the start of pit stops for those guys who did not pit at the first two cautions of the race. Gamboa's on pit road now. Barlow coming in, lap number 88. There's 24 taking tires and fuel here. This is with 41 laps to go, so well outside the fuel window. They're going to need easily another pit stop. Berkowitz, now Justin Gann coming to pit road. Gann, the winner at Auto Club Speedway 2 weeks ago in that number 30 truck. And now Jaron Navarro coming to pit road. Here's the 30. Right side tires, left side tires going on. Oh, and one truck sideways right up ahead there. Saves it, no caution. Not sure who that was that had made a save up there. It was a black and red truck. I haven't heard anybody say anything yet, so. Looking pretty good here on lap number 93. That might have been Bobby Anderson that got turned sideways, actually, from what I'm hearing now. Let's see if we can find it really quickly, but a great save. It almost changed this race completely. Yeah, I'm not able to find the accident, but either way, we continue on and we're green. All right, so we haven't had a chance to do this tonight, so we want to salute our fans on a Friday night. Turn it up on Captain TV. you see pit stops going on right now. Anthony Keys is coming to pit road. Ryan Nicoletta to pit road. Jason Nichols on pit road. So another round of pit stops here with make that 31 laps to go. So they are just outside this fuel window. This race definitely got the green flag look to it. As here comes Guy Snyder to pit road. So looking at some of the pit stop times, Avery Wilson looks like he went fuel only. Jared Navarro maybe fuel only. Branch. So this is the other part of the strategy coming into play here with people not taking tires and people taking tires. Guy Snyder, I think he's going fuel only. Nope. Left side tires for him. Here comes his teammate Andrew Moore. Will come around the corner here into pit road. Snyder going to come out in the 7th position as Moore comes in. The 77 car, 45 mile an hour speed limit. Gets his marks. Right side tires going on. And they pull away, so that's going to hand the lead back to Avery Wilson with Casey Barlow now second behind Wilson. So now the strategy is played out to where the cars that are pitting in this last strategy are able to get ahead of those on the first strategy. So this, again, so many things going on in this race. That is seeing green flag now for, what, 80 laps, I think? As a matter of fact, now the pit stops are pretty much completed. Let's take you through where everybody is running in this race right now. Avery Wilson leading right now. He's got a 0.2 of a second right there behind him. Casey Barlow. Now Barlow technically has fresher tires than Avery Wilson because Wilson didn't take tires. And here comes Barlow for the lead. So Casey up to the lead as one truck has blown up right here. That is Jason Kratke in the 54. The old Skeeter truck there. He's killing the Skeeters tonight. As Thorndike, he's been on pit road. 4 tires and fuel. Right at the 27 to go mark. He could be one to watch. Steal some positions. As we said, we're taking you through the field here. Anthony Keys here in the 3rd position. Anthony about 8 seconds or so back from the lead. Andrew Moore just came to pit road a few laps ago, running in the 4th position there in that 77 truck. Andrew is 10 seconds back. Then Jared Navarro, he is in the 5th position right there with Casey Duncan, battling him for a top 5 spot. The 04 sitting about 12 seconds back as Casey Duncan's going to come to pit road with Jarrah. And then behind them, there's the 30, Justin Gann. Going to shift themselves up to the 5th position, or make that 6th. Lewis Berkowitz right there behind him. Lewis doing a good job in that 37 this evening, having a good run. And then back here, some 34 seconds back. As a matter of fact, just went a lap down. Andrew Mraz, or is a lap down, I should say, trying to get his lap back, is Andrew Mraz here. Yep, we are up to 7 trucks now and about to be 8 on the lead lap. In the 9th position, now the first truck 1 lap down. That is Guillermo Albertengo. Guillermo 37 seconds back. As I mentioned, he is the first truck 1 lap down. If he gets a caution right now, he is back in the running and back on the lead lap. 10th position, back here, the 59 of Ryan Nicoletti. He's about 7 seconds back from the lucky dog spot. Trailing another Ryan Branchow. Nicoletta, the last truck in the top 10 in this race. You see him way off the pace there as Guy Snyder goes by. Back here in 11th position, there's Jason Nicholas, I should say. An Aussie there running in the 11th position. He is about 12 seconds back from Guillermo. Behind him, a guy that looked promising tonight, dominated the New Hampshire race, but unfortunately has struggled this evening, the 52 of Kevin Dick. And here's where Navarro's come out of pit road in 13th. Casey Duncan, we talked about him, they're 14th. And they are now a lap down in this race. Alejandro Risso, the Brandt, number 43 Silverado, running in the 15th position right now. He's about, actually, he's right behind the 79, so he's actually now a lap down to him, so he's 2 laps down in this race, and right behind him, about 6 seconds back, is actually this battle, Jason Branch and Ryan Branchow. These are 2 teammates in 4X Racing, and they battle it out for the 16th position. There they both are. 18th, there is Nathan Nixon there in that number 33 truck. Nathan running 2 laps down in the 18th position. Behind him, James Thorndike, who, I guess truck looks pretty clean. Just not having the best luck this evening, unfortunately, struggling in the 19th position. The 20th position, a guy who led laps tonight, unfortunately got a little bit of a skirmish with a couple trucks. Fernando Gamboa. Fernando right now running in the 20th position, and I'm counting 2 laps down here in, according to my telemetry. Clayton Fry. Clayton running in the 21st position. He was involved in that lap 1 skirmish. And he sits also 4 laps down in this race. And then back to the 09, who had his struggles tonight, fled some laps also. Bobby Anderson running 22nd, 5 laps down right now in the field as Justin Gann comes to pit road here. Final pit stops for him. You can see where it looks like he backed into a pole. As Gann comes to pit road, let's continue through the field here. Jordan Berry. Man, feel bad for this guy. The only driver in the series entering tonight with 3 top 10 finishes in the truck series will not make it 4 as he is running in the 23rd position. He's going to need a pretty big miracle to keep that top 10 streak alive. The sponsor of this race right here, Anthony Handley, the 24th position. His night in Vegas, not looking too sporty. Right now, 24th position. He is some 9 laps down in this race as Jason Kratke, as I mentioned, was on pit road. 26th position is Eric Davis. And I'm not sure if he's on the track anymore. So he's not. Raul Nardi off the track. And Scott Wise, who pretty much from the start of this race, not having good luck this evening. Looks like running a Cinco de Mayo looking paint scheme. If I had to guess. Pretty cool looking paint. And that is the last of the trucks on the track here at lap number 113 as Casey Barlow leads. Anthony Keys now up to second. As now Avery Wilson comes to pit road. Final round of pit stops. Wilson, Nathan Nixon in. Four tires and fuel for the 1. And he pulls away, and there's Nixon going on by also. 19.8 second stop for Wilson. Not sure if there was some damage on that truck maybe or something, but a very slow stop for Wilson in the 1. We start our last round of pit stops here. You saw Gann on pit road. Justin came out all the way in the 13th position. Barlow with about 0.8 of a second on Anthony Keys, and I think he is going to call it to pit road right here. The 24. See what kind of stop he has as Andrew Mraz on pit road also in the 4 truck. As Anthony Keys and Andrew Moore now take the lead in this race. 24 truck. And looks like this is going to be fuel only for the 24. There he goes. Enough fuel to fill her up, 8.3. Let's see where he comes out compared to everybody. Battle here for the 8th position. Casey Duncan with the fresher tires. By about 7 laps, going to get past Nicholas. Now Lewis Berkowitz on pit road. Kevin Dick also in. What strategy is going to pay off for these guys when it's all over with? Berkowitz fuel only for him. 8.5 as he pulls away. Will it be fuel only? Will it be tires and fuel? There is your leader, Anthony Keys, right now 4.1 seconds over Andrew Moore. Guy Snyder in 3rd. What has been a fantastic race this evening. We are working on, I believe we went green right around the lap 20 mark or so. So we're probably working on over 100 laps now of green flag racing. This feels very spread out now. Trying to keep an eye on some of the faster trucks here and see what strategy is going to be the one that goes to victory lane as Avery goes to the outside of Casey Duncan. Move him up to the 7th position in the 1 truck. Now, can these guys make it on fuel here? I don't think so. I'm looking at some of these laps. The first truck that can make it on fuel, if I'm seeing this right, is Casey Barlow. Everybody's got the pit again for tires or for fuel at least. Casey Barlow at 116. If you go 27 laps, Keys pitted at lap 97. As a matter of fact, let's show this up on the board so everybody can see it. You see Keys already 24 laps in. He should be coming in the next 2 laps. Andrew Moore is going to have to go 30 laps on a tank of fuel, which I don't think is possible. So he's going to probably run out with about 2 to go if he stays out. Snyder probably the same window. So the first truck you see, it's going to be a race, I think, between Barlow and Keys maybe for this win. Unless something, or Avery Wilson maybe too. You see Avery, Avery's only 4/10 behind Barlow. Or no, I'm sorry, he's 2.6 seconds. There's Casey and there's Avery. I misread the telemetry here. I do that sometimes. So if this could be the race for the win right here. Casey Barlow and Avery Wilson. Barlow might be trying to steal this race. Anthony Keys just called in. He's coming to pit road with 6 laps to go. And that hands the lead to Andrew Moore. And as you see right behind him is Avery Wilson. Now if you're Moore, do you try to save enough and go slow enough to keep your teammate who's 6.8 back behind you? But again, I don't know of anybody who's went 30 laps without a caution on fuel. I said this in a USRC race at Vegas a few weeks ago and watched one guy go 60 laps on 100% fuel. So I'm not ruling anything out right now. I'm not ruling anything out. Now, meanwhile, Moore is stretching that lead out on Snyder. Moore slowing up a little bit. Maybe going to try to get the draft of some of these trucks here. 4 laps to go. Avery Wilson has gone by Casey Barlow for position. Now, I'm not sure if Barlow shorted his fuel or what, but Avery Wilson got by him, and he has flown by Anthony Keys. So now Wilson appears to be in a catbird seat if these two run out. If I'm Moore, I'm slowing up. I mean, you got Snyder's, he's pulling away from him. Unless he knows he ain't making it, which then I would think he'd have pitted by now. Andrew Moore is nearly a second faster than his teammate. Two to go. Is it ironic that 2 trucks sponsored by Fuel is leading this race coming to the finish? Oh, Jared about ran over Andrew. Both of them. Andrew Moore starting to slow it down a little bit here as he sees the white flag. Final lap as he gambles in Vegas. He's going all in now. And Guy Snyder's out of fuel. Snyder's out of fuel down the front straightaway here. Can Andrew make it? He's got plenty of time. He can just slow down now. Just let it coast. And he's got it. He's out of fuel right now. Running on fumes. The Golf fuel truck wins in Vegas with Andrew Moore. There ain't gonna be no donuts tonight. He ran out. Andrew Moore has crossed the line. Guy Snyder's over in turn number 3 right now. Avery Wilson's going to cross the line second. Anthony Keys going to be third. Casey Barlow going to finish 4th. And KC Duncan finishes 5th. What a race. And with that said, Andrew Moore going to put himself into the playoffs with that win. Unbelievable. Again, a fuel truck won this race, believe it or not. That's the weird part here. I'm an irony. Oh, man. Look at the final lineup here. The final results, Andrew Moore wins this thing over Avery Wilson, Anthony Keys. The A's sweep out 1 through 3. Casey Barlow 4th and Casey Duncan 5th. So KC's get 4th and 5th. The G's take care of 6 through 8 with Guillermo, and Guy. Justin Gann finishing 9th with Louis Berkowitz in 10th. Branch out finishing 11th. Jason Branch 12th. Kevin Dick 13th. Jason Nicholas 14th. Thorndike 15th. Nicoletta. Andrew Mraz finishing 17th. Not a good night for him. Alejandro Risso finishing in the 18th position. Nathan Nixon 19th. 20th, Clayton Fry. 21st, Fernando Gamboa. 22nd, Jordan Berry. Bobby Anderson 23rd. 24th, Anthony Handley. 25th, Jason Kratke. 26th, Eric Davis. 27th, Ronald Nardi. 28th, Scott Wise. 29th, Corbin Simmons. And 30th, Brandon Browning. 31st, Chad Waller. 32nd, David Brown. 33rd, Mikhail Sebastian. Rodrigo Loga, unfortunately, wrecking on lap number 1. So 3 different winners in 3 weeks. Make that 4 for 4 on this season. We have 4 drivers already clinching their spot into the playoffs when it is all over with. And let's go ahead and get ourselves set up here in victory lane. We'll get our 3 drivers. They're good to go. They're ready to go. So let's get the old microphone set up here, as we like to do, and talk to the man that scores first win of the season. And that's not Guillermo. That's this guy, Andrew Moore. Joe, go get Andy. He won. But let's... Rather right channel. Here we go. Bring down Andrew Moore, who steals a win away tonight. What a strategy. Leave it to the 2 fuel sponsor trucks to work their way up to the front in this fuel mileage race. Andrew, how scared were you at the end there?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be close. I knew it. And was sputtering at the line there, too.
Oh, well, you could definitely see it sputtering coming off turn 4, it looked like, when it was all over with. Was there any thought to backing up to your teammate there a little bit, knowing you had about a 6, 7, 8 second gap?
I knew he was coming, but he said he was going to run out of fuel no matter what. He just wanted to take the white flag there and be above the other cars, I guess.
Well, how's it feel, man? You get yourself a win early in this season and move yourself on to into the playoffs.
Absolutely. I needed it. I didn't start off the season that great, but I definitely needed this. I should be sitting pretty good for the rest of the season now. At least I can, take a breather. But, yeah, it was a great race. I had a lot of teammate help. We all talked fuel mileage and all that. And I knew I had my tricks to get a little bit better fuel mileage, at least a lap or 2, and that's all I needed tonight.
Yeah, and you definitely made that work out, running 30 laps on that last tank of fuel. That was very interesting. And, obviously congratulations on that part. But, yeah, you go to next week, Watkins Glen. That's got to make you feel like, you know what, that's a wild card in itself. And if you're not good on road courses, it's like, all right, I'm okay because I just won this race.
Yeah, I'm gonna Sunday grandpa drive it and just take it easy.
Wow, that ought to be interesting. Watch you get a top 10 out of that.
Get a top 10, yeah, exactly.
Well, great job, man. Congratulations. I know you want to go celebrate. It was definitely a gamble well spent here in Las Vegas. And you definitely scored the win tonight and get yourself a win. So send shout-outs to whoever you like to.
Absolutely. My teammates, my dad, my brother, anybody who's watching. Thanks a lot, Chris. Have a good one.
Hey, you do the same, man. Nice job. Andrew Moore with the win tonight in the Golf iRacing Fuels truck. Fuels his way to victory lane on gas mileage. Nothing wrong with that when it is all over with. So let's talk to our second place guy, the man who you could say dominated maybe a little bit. He definitely had the fastest truck on the night, we'll say. But unfortunately just did not fall his way tonight. Avery Wilson finishing in the second position. Avery, obviously probably some disappointment coming out of you. Let's start with the mistake there. How much did speeding on pit road hurt you in the end?
I don't think it actually really hurt me at all because I think even if I hadn't done that and stayed where I was leading or, somewhere in the top 3, I wouldn't have been able to get the fuel mileage that he got because I just wasn't focused on trying to get fuel mileage. I just wanted to, go out and just race the best I could and be as fast as I could and as consistent as I could. I never really go into these races trying to stretch fuel.
Did you expect the 110 lap run or so to the finish?
It kind of had that feel, in the championship race, but I was kind of thinking maybe there might, be a caution because I saw a guy blow up and then I saw another guy bounce off the wall. So I was thinking there might be a caution within the last 30 laps or so. So I was kind of just pacing myself for that, but it never happened. So it is what it is.
Well, and that's something to be proud of, too. It's a good points night, so look at the positives here when it's all over with. And as I think about that championship race now, as you bring that up, that Texas race, I believe that was a caution-free truck race, was it not?
Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm thinking about the other race, the Sunday race. I don't know. One
of them were caution-free, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so
they went. Yeah.
But either way, man, great job tonight. Shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Shout out to Lauren and Scott and you for the broadcast and the sponsors and everyone that kept it clean tonight. It was a nice race right there.
And great job.
Congrats, Andrew.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, great job, Andrew, on the win. Great job, Avery, finishing in the second position.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Avery Wilson finishing in the second position. And let's get the guy who finishes third tonight. And I think I'll represent KC and the guys here for a second when I say Avery or Anthony. I think this might be your good karma tonight for sharing that setup to the whole entire field last Sunday in the race. But either way, great job on your end and a third place finish. Nice job. This is when a joke doesn't work. Anthony's not here. Anthony. He probably went and got something to drink. He's probably worn out after this race. We'll give him a second and maybe get him back down here. We'll check on him. But, yeah, what a race it was. We're going to stay on the air here as I actually have made a Post-it note for myself tonight to stay on the air until the point standings come out. So usually Scott will get the points here to us when it's all over with. So we'll get those updated for you as Anthony has all of a sudden left. Now they went down there. Let's see if I can get him back up here with me. That means he's here now. You can hear my voice. Anthony, you got a copy? Apparently not. So, all right. Either way, we tried to talk to him, but we'll go from there. Anthony, nice job on your top 3 finish. We'll get him down to the 4X team, and I'll yell at him later. But what a great race it was, and what just fantastic. This is what makes Vegas a fan favorite and a racer favorite track, is the spread out racing and all the fuel mileage and different things that have happened. Joe, who's watching over here in stream, I remember he mentioned Rich. I think Rich has won. Richard Schwinn, who's a friend of mine for years on iRacing and in general, I believe won a Vegas race on fuel once. So it's kind of interesting that he makes that comment. So when it is all said and done. Looks like maybe Anthony's having issues talking to me. So, okay, not a problem. Yep, Anthony finishing in the third position here this evening. So let's talk about the upcoming schedule as we get ready to move on to tomorrow night. Again, tomorrow night we'll have VOR, the Velocity Online IndyCar Series. They will be at Texas Motor Speedway. That'll be a fantastic and fast race. I actually learned some things last week running the C-Fix there. That'll be a good one coming up tomorrow night. And following that, we'll have the USRC Grand National Series presented by Sunset Arctic Games at Michigan Speedway, 100-lapper there. That'll be at 10 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow night. And then Sunday night, we're back here in Vegas for the Clash Series, Cup Cars, running open setups. That race will be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time coming up tomorrow, or Sunday evening, I should say. And then Monday, we come back with the TI Racing Truck Series. They will be at Watkins Glen International, so one of 3 races at Watkins Glen coming up next week. We'll have that for you coming up at 7:40 on Monday night. Tuesday night, the TI IndyCar Series at Road Atlanta, right down the road from where I'm at here in Braselton, Georgia. That race will be at 8 o'clock Tuesday night. Wednesday night, the kickoff for the Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. That'll be at 9 o'clock Wednesday night from Talladega. So as you see, 7 nights a week, we are rocking and rolling now. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so now so you can come watch your favorite series or come watch all the series and all the fantastic racing you can see on Captain TV as we work our way up towards 400 subscribers in less than a year on iRacing. I finally waited and we get the point standings. Here we go. I haven't done this all season, so here we go. I finally cooperate, and I think Scott will be happy with me. Avery Wilson leads the points right now. I might have to see if I can zoom that out a little bit. Actually, let's do this. Give me 1 second. Let me save the file, and let me put it over. This will take 2 seconds. Track points. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. And here we go. Bam. That should be the updated point standings right there. As Avery Wilson leads Andrew Moore now by 29 points. 201, Karen 1. Yeah, that's 19 points, actually. Over Moore. Anthony Keys now third in points. Casey Duncan up to fourth. Kevin Dick, your top five. I was going to say Kevin led over 100 laps so far this season. He was the only guy over 100. You see Avery now has eclipsed that mark on the season. Avery just racking up on the bonus points so far this season. But you see Jordan Berry, Ryan Nicoletta, Justin Gann all tied there for sixth. 16 drivers going to make the chase. As you see, there's a 1-point separation down there right now with Alejandro Risso and Casey Barlow. So what a good battle we have here for the points as we enter next week on a road course at Watkins Glen International Friday night at 8:45. We will go on the air for that. So big shout out to the drivers. Over 100 laps, green flag race, and end this race. Congratulations on that. Shout out to Lauren and Scott Wise who helped put this series on the air. Also shout out to iRacing for allowing us to be a part of their platform with the broadcasting and stuff like that. Appreciate them. Also to Track Cams 4 Gourmets for the awesome cameras that we have now as part of Captain TV. So thank you guys very much for all of that. And I am out. I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'm actually going to get some sleep because I'm tired, and it's been a long couple of days. So enjoy your Friday night. And as we always like to say as we leave you, remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
And now the wait is over. The nerves have taken their toll. Ooh. Let go of fear you're holding. The fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know I've been far. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed. Might as well enjoy the ride. The air around exploding, it won't slow me down. A sailing soul. Whoa, whoa. Hands all that weight.